And let me just transition, obviously remove Stardew Valley, put this in its proper place, and there we go. So this is going to be our game for today. Instead of Stardew Valley 3, because that is completely broken for my system and will need some serious debugging, we are instead doing Cook Serve Delicious 3. So I will probably give a brief primer for people who aren't aware of this game. So the developer on this, way back when, did a Cook Serve Delicious, or basically did a fan game for a frantic keyboard mashing restaurant simulator, and then that over time evolved into his own personal game called Cook Serve Delicious. And I was one of the people that basically bought the first game on release day. I was browsing through the Steam new releases thing. I saw it and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. I'll grab it and see what it's like. So anyway, let's go. Yes, I have played this before, but what we want to do is options and display, and let's do that. Apply settings. And okay, that has apparently actually for you guys completely changed it all up. So where can I, oh goodness, okay, that has not worked. Okay, never mind. Delete that and we will retry it. We'll add it back in. So new source, game capture. Cook Serve Delicious 3. Oh wait, no, add existing. Cook Serve Delicious 3. And there we go. Okay, that should be done. Except that is over my avatar. There we go. That's back. And yes, indeed, I do have a 2K monitor. Basically, when I got my graphics card, which is a 2080, I could only justify it if I got an upgraded monitor, because my monitor at the time was kind of like your just standard 1080p monitor. So if I wanted a new graphics card, I had to put in the money for a new monitor as well, which obviously I did. Anyway, go back, and so we want to just quit out of that. That has quit out the game completely. Whoops. Okay, load back in. Never mind. Ignore that. Okay, there we go. Right. There we go. That was what I wanted. Oh gosh. Okay, I wasn't expecting the horn on that, but anyway, let's go. New start a new save so we can start from the beginning. So anyway, like I was saying, Cook Serve Delicious, the first one I bought on release day, and I think it's on Gamer Sutra that he actually did quite a number of articles basically based around the whole development of Cook Serve Delicious, and how basically his Steam launch for the first game was basically a make or break situation. Hello there, Blue Cornflower. Yeah, no problem for the Discord notification. Unfortunately, we have had a bit of an emergency situation where Stardew Valley, our intended game, kind of crashed. Well, it didn't crash, but it was just erroring all over the place. So we've switched over to a random game, Cook Serve Delicious 3. Yeah, basically the release of the first game was a make or break situation, and of course, unfortunately, if I recall correctly, he had a family dinner that evening, so he couldn't check on his phone really to see anything that was going on. So yeah, it was very much a make or break situation, and as you can see from the fact that we have 3 in the title, it was a make situation.
hasn't stopped business from booming. Welcome to Tasteville recently opened its 1,000th restaurant. Chili Bowl bought a small island in the Pacific. And Max Wieners continues to be in and out of various ventures. And as for Cook Serve Delicious, well, it continues to be regarded as the finest restaurant in the world. Until it was destroyed 20 minutes ago. Easy on the brakes, Whisk.
Sorry, Cleaver. This old hunk of junk needs some love and care.
Jeez, look at this place.
Do you think anyone made it?
Only one way to find out.
Hey, Cleaver! I think I found a survivor! Give me a hand!
On my way! Alright. 1, 2, 3, lift!
Holy crepe, is that the chef from Cook Serve Delicious? I'm such a big fan.
Chef, I've got some good news and some bad news. Your vitals look fine, just some minor scrapes and brain hemorrhaging, but your restaurant is... it's gone. I'm sorry.
Cleaver, a word with you, in private.
What?
What if we give Chef our truck and offer to help? You could be a guardian, and I could be the driver.
Well, it would be nice to work with living people for a change.
All right then, it's settled.
Okay, well, I didn't agree
Hey, Chef! We have an idea.
Cut and serve. Delicious.
So yeah, that is the introduction to the game. Wiener has been in and out. I never actually even noticed that until you just pointed out. And regarding the tower being destroyed, I'm not quite sure if it's actually explained in the game, because I've only played this a brief amount kind of in when it was in early access. So if there's a reason for the tower being destroyed, I'm not 100% sure on it. But yes, basically, obviously, this here is you, and this is Whisk, your driver, and Cleaver, the guardian. So what's happened is that basically, I believe the US ended up in some kind of civil war, and basically we are going to be driving through the remnants of America in our food truck. And we're basically going to be making and serving dishes. But it's not going to be all plain sailing. You have time limits. People will get frustrated and bored, and they will decide to head off if their food is taking too long. And later on, you'll also potentially be getting into duels with other rival food trucks. So we did start a new game. So let's go. So welcome, Chef. Before we get to our first stop, let's make some food in this truck. Okay, so press any key, click to continue. So actually, let me just turn on my function keys. There we go. So every single one of these routes that you have, you basically have a set number of items that you can pick from, whereas this one is obviously the first starting day, so it's already picked all for you. So what we have is basically we can do pretzels. So let's go there. And we want German pretzels. And that was not what we wanted. So we wanted A and G. And of course there are all... Oops. Okay, that was made incorrectly. That is not what we are supposed to be doing. Okay, so yes, German pretzels. There we go. So do it properly and actually read what the description says, because this isn't a situation where you can decide what you're going to be putting in your holding stations or making. You want to do it specifically for what that person has ordered. So anyway, up here is your holding stations, which basically is the area where you can cook some stuff in advance, and it will progress through and it will stay in the holding station until either all of the servings are done or it goes stale and you have to remove it. So we want some more pretzels because I can see we have 8 available, and people want well, we're going to be having 12 people want some. What the number signs mean on the top of the screen, you're probably going to have to direct me in terms of what you mean by top. So we've done, obviously, what's that referring to? So are you meaning this section up here, or this section more up here, to the right or to the left? Okay, and apparently I was a bit too eager on that, because it is saying... Oh, okay. We are just coming across the things. The blue and the red with the pretzels left. Oh. Yep, very efficient there. Okay, so the blue and red. So some orders are special orders, must be made individually instead of a batch in a holding station. So these are pretty much just special advanced orders. So we want a waffle and a close. Yeah, thank you, Blue Cornflower. So yes, HS holding station. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 holding stations. And then the F1, F2, F3, F4 are the key bindings for them. And then similarly down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 slots to serve people food effectively. And again, that is just on your number pad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Later on, if we get that far, if people are interested in a continuation on this, you can actually unlock options which give you more holding stations and more serving stations, and those will obviously just continue with the same hotkeys. So there we go, completed the order, and it's in the waffle iron. So we want to wait until this reaches the top. So there we go, we can see that we have green, light orange, dark orange and red. Obviously we want to pick that up before it goes into the red. So cookie dough is double D, and there we go, that is held. Oh, sorry, the blue and red 1 to 4 numbered signs mean in real life. Aren't those like the US route signs? I thought that was the case. Oh, goodness. Whoops. Okay, I messed up on that one. So we actually want some pretzels, don't we? Yes, so we want regular pretzels, German pretzels, classic pretzels. How many do we need? We need 12. We have 12. Okay, let's enter that. Okay, there we go. And unfortunately, you lot are going to have to wait a bit more. And there we go, 1, 4, 6 and 7. So close there. The US interstates are named for highways. I thought it was something like that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is not necessarily a good game where you're trying to balance talking and oh goodness. Okay, we are wanting 30 pretzels for the next one. So unfortunately we have our holding station. We can only hold 16 at a time. So we are going to have to okay, okay, vanilla and rocky road, number 2, so waffle close, 3 waffle close, 4 waffle close. Yeah, or after a bit of time you do start getting mnemonics for some of these things. So we want vanilla and mint. 3, you want rainbow sherbet wherever that is, S and S. 4, so you want vanilla and praline. So 1, 2, 3. 5, let's do the waffles actually. 7. 7. Okay, we need some more. We need some more pretzels. Okay, control. Get them out there. F1. We want pretzels, German pretzels. 5, oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay, dip cone, cookie dough, where is that? Double D. 6, yes, I've got it. Okay, we want to dip it, and we want butter pecan, 2 butter pecan, there we go. Yes, get them all out, get those orders all out, please, thank you. So, more German pretzels, and we want classic pretzels, and do we want any more? Do we need any more? No, we need 6. We've got 8. Okay. Yes, so yes, you can see how frantic this is when you're trying to do all things at a time. So there we go. And did we? Yes, okay. We managed to do that without any bad orders. For you. Yeah. Oh. Oof. Okay. Gold medal. I think we can stop there for a moment. And I could probably talk a tiny bit about the background of Cook Serve Delicious. Phew. And yes, indeed, blue cornflower. Praline is the hazelnut chocolate inside of Belgian chocolates in the shape of seashells. Yeah, it's a bit like Gyanduja, if you know what that is. But yes, it's basically a nut paste, for lack of a better term. So anyway, right, so we can see here we obviously had 0 neutral or bad orders. Basically, neutral is when you screw up and like do one mistake on an order. So we were doing some ice cream, so a neutral order would be like if I forgot to dip the cone for one of them. Bad orders is you've completely screwed up. Yes, I'll explain. There are a lot of different currencies. I will explain all that's going on. We had 61 good orders, and we had 0 delicious orders, which is basically where someone picks up essentially their main meal and like either a side snack or drink. We don't have any of those on that. So this here, the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 relates to the difficulty level of the dishes that you've had. So we can see here that we had 54 0 difficulty dishes, which were all the pretzels, and 7 3 difficulty dishes, which was the ice creams. So those all obviously get added up. So 54 times $1 and 7 times $3 gives us $75, except this is a pseudo-apocalyptic kind of area. So instead of $75, we actually get 3 like kind of currency coins, and then this is our experience level. And this will tick over once we get to a certain level. These are upgrade options. And we will, as we progress through and level up, we will gain those that we can use to unlock new features on our food truck. So yes, don't worry if you can't remember all of this. We will be going through some of it because we will, just by nature of natural progression, we'll be going through some of those. So there we go. We completed the tutorial level with a gold medal. And then we have options for other ones, but unfortunately all of the roads are closed for the moment as we don't have enough medals. So thankfully we can see here, like this one requires us to get a minimum of 3 bronze medals, which is basically like you will get a bronze medal if you complete the level. So it's not like you have to get a gold medal in everything to progress through. You can just like do your best and go through, and you will get a bronze medal no matter what you do, so you will be able to progress. Blue cornflower, some cool world building. Yeah, there is quite a bit. It's like even if you go back to the original Cook Serve Delicious, there are like little hints and things that have happened even in there, because I think that game was originally, when that was originally released, I think that was like 2015, maybe? No, 2013. And they kind of set it about 25, 30 years into the future, maybe 40. I can't quite remember. But they set it in the near future, and there's been like kind of polar ice caps melting, wars and things. So things have changed a little bit. And lion sharks, yeah, no problem for going over everything on that. Yeah, I don't overly like it if I'm watching like a game I'm unsure on or I don't know about, and someone kind of breezes past things and I goes like, okay, I have no idea what any of this is. And America in War, that doesn't sound like us. But so anyway, we will go to the second route, which is simply solids. And also we have options for either standard, which is basically the game mode that we were just playing, or chill mode, which has infinite patience for customers and turns off food truck attacks. However, you can only earn up to a silver medal, so if you want to unlock everything, then yes, you will need to go standard, which is what we are going to do. And here we have another huge interface. That is quite overwhelming when you first look at it. So this is what I was talking about when we said we had options for foods. So select any slot to get started. So basically we have here that we have 3 slots where we need something that requires a holding station, either gosh, not definitively, but red holding stations means basically this dish can only be prepared in a holding station. It can't be made on the go. A yellow holding station means it can be made on demand, but you can do it in a holding station if you want and if you feel that it would make things easier. And then obviously the SO here is side orders. So let's pick our first slot, and we also have down here 6 foods required. So some of these levels, it will ask you to have a minimum of 6 foods here. So if we wanted to, we could just go through all the way and select a 0 difficulty one, and it would have no complaints about that. Some levels require you to have a certain number of points. So say if this one required us to have 5 points, we would need 2. Well, okay, I was going to say we can scroll down and have a look at things, but nope. This is just, looks like it's just a 0 point menu completely. But anyway, if we did have points requirement, there are options where you could basically say, okay, we need 5 points. I'm going to do 1 5-point food and the rest are going to be 0. Or you can split it up so you have a bunch of, like a couple of 1s, a couple of 2s, just to make things a bit more balanced. So let's have a look. So cinnamon buns, let's add that one. And yes, I'm aware I have played this more. Insert the Ron Swanson meme. I know more than you, but obviously this is kind of intending that you've not played it. Let's do some pretzels again. And let's do some, I'm trying to think one of these that are relatively simple. Let's go for chicken strips, and then we want some side orders here. So let's go for marshmallow squares because I remember those are really easy. Let's go for some crab legs, and let's do grilled cheese. So there we go. We have our 6 foods. 2 are holding station required. 1, that's the word, required and optional. Holding stations required and optional. So anyway, so 2 required holding stations, 1 optional, and 3 side orders. So all systems are go. Select begin day to load up the food truck and head on out. Good luck today, chef. Good luck indeed. Let's see how we do. Okay, so after a day is complete, all your funds will be transferred into Crumb Coin. So there we go. There's an explanation for one of the currencies that we have in the system. The leading cryptocurrency for all food purchases. The amount of dollars it takes to buy 1 Crumb Coin is noted in the exchange rate below your cash earned. Any funds left over after buying Crumb Coin is automatically carried over to the next day. And by the way, the ayam goreng is Malay fried chicken. Yeah, that's always interesting to know, because from Cook Serve Delicious 2, the developer was very interested in actually trying to get together like a lot of foods that aren't necessarily represented in Western cuisine. So as we go through, you will see there are like quite a few dishes from various countries and cultures. And yeah, I did guess it was eaten in places like Malaysia just from the name Malay. But yeah, Malaysia and Indonesia, always good to know. But yes, we can see here. So if we have more than 15 bad orders, we get a bronze medal. Less or between 15 and 8, like bad or neutral, we get a silver medal. And if we want a gold medal, we can only go for the best ones. So here we go. Let's go. So holding station, cinnamon buns. So we want the raw cinnamon dough. Let's go number 2. We want German pretzels. And number 3, we want some chicken strips. So there we go. 4 in and dunk. And we obviously want some more pretzels because people are going to be wanting those. So, okay, butter bread, butter the top, then add the cheese, then add the bread top, and then butter the top and cook. Oh goodness, okay, you say the grilled cheese is a 0 difficulty one. That does not look like a 0 difficulty one to me. But anyway, also up here we have an indicator for how long away we are for the next stop. And we also have here, this is an indicator of how many like bad dishes we've had. So we want the marshmallows crispy bits mix. Let's prepare that. Oh goodness, okay, those cinnamon buns did not last long, so we want crab legs and lemons. Let's get you onto all of that. And we want some more German pretzels. Get all of those done. And get those done. And what else do we need? Okay, we are honestly just waiting for those crab legs and the rest of the pretzels. That grilled cheese makes you want that for lunch. Well, I'm presuming you're in a situation where you will be able to have that anyway. So we want some classic pretzels, and we'll get rid of those too because they are going to not rot, but so strips and dunk and crab legs and crab legs and crab legs. So yes, you can see like on the F3, come on, the strips, dunk, go for those. And yet you could see there briefly for a moment on the chicken strips that it went to the yellow. Oh goodness, we don't actually have any pretzels, do we? That was the wrong thing. B, German pretzels. Okay, good. Good. We got that in just in time. So we'll get rid of the cinnamon rolls because those seem to rot quite quickly. But as I was saying, we had a brief moment where we didn't have any chicken strips available, and the icon for them on the left-hand side quickly flicked over to yellow holding station, which meant that if I wanted to, we could have just gone and basically fried up a single portion for that one person rather than doing the whole thing. So we want marshmallow, crispy bits and mix, and we want, yes, some classic pretzels. F2, so we want cinnamon rolls, and also, oops, nope, don't want that. Marshmallow, crispy bits, mix. Okay, there we go. Would have been cool if you put in AM Pignette, which means smashed chicken. Anyway, so sauce, bread, butter, WCH. Hey, you take care of that while I SNDWCH. Will I grab that? Just go for it. Just go for it all. Okay, we want some chicken strips. That is that, and B and classic pretzels, and serve the 6. Okay, that was served. Anyway, AM Pignette, he may have it because I don't think I got too far into the game enough. He may have easily added something beyond. So anyway, we'll just do one little pretzels B, German pretzels. Oh. So yes, he may have some of those dishes later on. I don't know if there was necessarily a situation where he added in foods after release, or if I just honestly never got far enough to see something like that. Okay, so that was a perfect stop, a perfect day. Whew. And a second gold medal. So this means we can well, we've obviously completed the second level. Okay, so there we go. We have a level up and we've got an upgrade option. So yes, and we can see here there's like $73 or Idaho potato skins, and our exchange rate is $20 for every crumb coin. So we have 4 crumb coins, and we also started the game with 20, so we should now have 27. So, and obviously seeing as we have some options, let's go and have a look at our food catalogue. So yes, this is basically every single food that you can get, and you can actually have a look in the entire game. So let's just have a look and see what things we can potentially do. So we don't have AM pin yet, but obviously we do have the AM goreng, which I think you said. Yes, you did. Okay, and then let's just have a quick peek at everything. You line shark. I wonder if in this game California is a different country. It might be, so you might not be able to travel there. Once again, I didn't get too far, but yes, we can see that some of these are like more traditional stuff that people, or so it's kind of like, obviously I'm quite aware of like things like eggs Benedict and French toast, but then there are some other options. There's like, admit I know what gazpacho is. Halo Halo is okay, and I will say here, every single one of these things that are reported in the description for the recipes are complete fabrications. I'm not quite sure if this is simply the developer just having fun with it, or if it is relating to the nature of the world building, where everything has kind of become a bit of a chaotic mess and people aren't actually genuinely sure of all of these things. But yeah, so this says obviously Halo Halo from the Philippines, and it also shows you, was it in the original one, was it in 2, and obviously seeing as we can select it, it's in 3. Let's have a look at something else that could be of interest. Isn't America a chaotic mess? I mean, more so. So like Medovik from Russia, onigiri, okonomiyaki, both from Japan, pancit from China, pig's blood cake from Taiwan, some classics like pizza, pretzels. So yeah, you can see there are quite a lot of things. We got sashimi, which, oh my goodness, I hated that in the first one because you had like 8 slots that you had to fill up and everything was just... Okay, so we can't unfortunately upgrade our truck just yet, so let's go here and come back to the 3rd level. So here we go. This menu has a 3-point requirement. We'll need to purchase some higher level foods, buy and place at least 3 tier 1 foods on your menu, and the number on the top right indicates its tier or difficulty. So we want some of the 1-star foods. So I know from experience, oh there we go, the more food costs, the harder it will be to make, but you'll also earn more money and experience. And the more experience is from tier 2 and up. And so you think it's, or Lion Shark, really cool how the Philippines were part of the US at one point, yet their culture differs so much from the USA. Yeah, I find the same thing true about, okay, yeah, the heat has definitely fried my brain. Puerto Rico is like also the fact that it's kind of part of the United States, but also not. So anyway, we can obviously have a look here, we can toggle the stats. So we can see how many times we've made it, how many perfect orders, how many average, how many bad. how many times it's been placed on the menu and how many times it's been used in a perfect day. We can practice with it and we can purchase it. So let's actually just go and practice. So we basically grill up some corn, and this will honestly just keep on repeating, bringing up the item and just letting you practice on it. So you can have a look at some of the more complex dishes. So we want the corn, soy sauce and butter for that. So corn, soy sauce, butter. So I think I screwed up there. Yeah, corn, soy sauce, butter. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. There we go. Oops. Okay, nope. I managed to accidentally do that one. Do that one too quickly. But yes, you can see you've obviously got a practice option. So if there are some that you're not sure on, you can come through, practice it and see if it will be to your liking. And Puerto Rico is like the neglected child of the US. Territory slang for state without rights. Yeah, quite interesting considering you guys tossed a load of tea into the Boston Harbor and then you commented no taxation without representation. Yet you could argue that maybe Puerto Rico is being taxed without representation. So I would suggest that maybe they should throw all their tea into the harbour, but I'm not quite sure iced tea really has the same effect. Blue cornflower. The flavour text was interesting. I wish the game explained what Halo is. Like, yeah, that's one of the things as well. So anyway, we can see here, buy Yaki Tomo Rokoshi for 1 crumb coin. Yep, and add to today's menu. Yes, indeed. And poutine. Yes, we will grab this because I actually had this for the first time the other day. So we'll grab that, add it to menu. And what else can we have? Well, we've got keema, muffins. That's slightly aggravating. But yeah, blue cornflower. When I first played the first game, I sat there and I read through like all of the details, like kind of wanting to understand all of these different dishes, and then to find out that it was like fabrications was a bit disappointing because it's kind of like, yeah, I would have liked to have it. So anyway, let's purchase some fried shrimp and add that to the menu. So yes, okay, so we also have a few other side orders that we could add in. So we have some things that are similarly 1-star difficulty, but I think for now we will keep with the crab legs and the marshmallow squares because those are pretty easy. And let's go for onigiri because I like those in this game. There's a rhythm you get into. Yeah, oh, Line Shark, yeah, 16 and 17-year-olds taxed can't vote. If you're 16 plus and work, you're taxed. Like, our territory should just sell them some McDonald's in the Gulf of Mexico or something. Sounds about right. Anyway, so we have our 4-point menu, which is 1 point above what we necessarily need, but if it comes to it, we can come back, try the day again, and adjust things. Okay, and there we go. The upgrade truck menu unlocked when you reach Yum level 5. So we may be able to do some customization before then, but we won't be able to do the upgrades for a couple of levels. So anyway, we want some French fries. We want the corn. And we want probably do some more corn, seeing as we have the extra holding stations, and fried shrimp. So this one is slightly annoying because there are 2 types of shrimp, regular shrimp and popcorn shrimp, and you have to be careful which one you do. By the way, I have some Timmies at home. Do you know what that is? Oh, I believe so, yes. Tim Hortons, Canadian kind of coffee and donut franchise brand thing. I've heard of them. Yeah, got it. Good. There we go. Okay, let's do that. And crab legs are ready to be served. I may have done the corn a bit too early because that is starting to quality starting to degrade on that. Let's just do that. 5. So okay, 14 is easy once you get it. So corn, soy sauce, butter. So corn, soy sauce, butter. Let's get all of you out. And 3, 4, 5. Come on. RSU, GC. 7 RSU. 6 GC. 3 RSU. 4, 5 RSU. 1. Okay, we need to get rid of those fries. Okay, we are good to go on the not F. So yes, this is what I was talking about. RISHN, the onigiris. Whip crispy bits and mix. C and L for the crab legs. And oh great, I was so distracted. So we want popcorn shrimp, so that's P and B. 1, 2. Do we have anything? There we go. 4. I think I heard something which basically said I screwed up an order. No, everything looks fine. So 2 GC, 1 RSU, 5 RSU, GC and GC. There we go. Okay, so one other thing which I will just say, we have this sectioned circle which is basically telling us the length of time we have until the dish becomes essentially stale. So we have to make sure that we time, obviously having things prepped on the holding station before basically making sure that, oh my goodness, okay, 4 popcorn shrimps, we could do that. Let's get rid of the fries, and we only need 1 corn. Okay, so we can do that on its own. 2, 3, and 4, get rid of that, because we want to make sure we've got some fresh regular shrimp, which is H. 4 and 5. And get those headed out and do some crab legs. And 2 BC. I should be fine because that is easy. RSU for that. RSU 7 GC 5 4. Oops, no, I've screwed up. No. Oh goodness. Okay, that one wasn't quite ready in time. So 4 GC 7 GC, and we need some fries. Okay, so we need to do that. 5, you want some popcorn shrimp, so we'll dunk that. Okay, everyone else is going to have to wait for their stuff. Do we need more shrimp? Yes, so it's probably worth putting that in. Let's just do that, so that will reset their waiting times. GC, 6 GC, 7 GC. Do that, and okay, we could have gone for okay, there we go. Yep, we can see up here we had 1 X, so unfortunately that gets us a silver medal. So anyway, okay, so going back to discussions on foods. Halos from the Philippines. The literal translation is mix, which is like a mishmash of ingredients, no official list. And Blind Shark asking, what would be a really notable dish from the Philippines, i.e. like how burgers are American. So Halo usually contains sugar palm fruit, coconut sport, saba plantains cooked in syrup, jackfruit, agar jellies, tapioca pearls, nata de coco, sweet potato, sweetened beans, cheese, pounded toasted young rice and ice cream. Most of the ingredients go under shaved ice. Okay, I've heard of shaved ice, so okay, I know I have a bit of a reference for that, though what I probably know more is, I think, South Korean shaved ice. I was going to say is kind of like, yeah, that just sounds like an awful lot of ingredients for one dish, but if it's shaved ice, then yeah, I can understand that. So yes, unfortunately we had 1 average order because I pulled the corn off the griddle too quickly, so that meant that we only got a silver medal there, but for the moment I think we will just accept that for now. We will need gold medals across the board for one. Actually, no, I can't say that. Okay, we've unlocked a new trinket to decorate with. Okay, so finishing the tutorial area has given us some accessories. So how many? So we need 10 gold medals for that one. And we can only get that in this area. So let's see. Okay, and that one requires us to have 12. So what do we have here? So we have 3, 7, 10, 13 and 16. Okay, so we can get away with not gold medaling absolutely everything. But as we do have, and yeah, you can see here, so it looks like, I'm not quite sure if we'll be able to travel over to this section of it, because obviously it looks like it's a different country. Same up here. Same with maybe New York State, and then Texas is just completely grayed out, and then obviously we can see Florida has completely disappeared. Yeah, that gives you an indication of how the United States is looking in this game. Blue cornflower. Sadly, I haven't had any Filipino food, but the way you're describing them sounds like you're quite the expert on it. Crispy patter looks so good. Deep fried pig leg cut into strips. Yes, that does sound nice. So, can we not? Okay, we need to reach Yum rank 3. You just said we unlocked a new trinket. You lied. Okay, anyway. So 3-point menu for Easy Street. Standard mode once again. And Line Shark says a lot of New England disappeared. Yeah, I think that's because of obviously the rising sea levels. So anyway, what can we do here? So what can be interesting? Let's go for the grilled corn once again and actually have a look at some of the side orders and see if we can get some of the points up from there and showcase something a little bit more interesting. Let's just have a look at this. Let's have a look at bunny chow. So what does that require us? Beef, potatoes, pepper, onion and tomato sauce, and okay, basically everything. LT H. Okay, PBG N T, and then add the broth and LT H. And yes, you can see that this is a 2 difficulty. Just level 2 PGNT. Oh my goodness, I don't think we'll be doing this one. So blue cornflower, you live in Singapore, so you've tried to smash chicken once, but I'm not adventurous. Okay, so we want to cut the top and add in the stew. Okay, nope, we are not choosing that one. Nope, we are not choosing that one. Gelato should be reasonably okay. That is, let's purchase that for 2. And yes, you can see also that the difficulty level, so it cost us 1 crumb coin to buy a 1 level difficulty item, and it just took us 2 crumb coins to buy 2 difficulty ones. And so let's try and go a bit easy. So give us chicken strips and oops. Okay, no, I didn't necessarily want to do that. There we go, that's what I wanted. Let's do a bit of practice on that. Okay, it requires a holding station. So we want dough, shape and cheese. And let's do another one. So dough, shape and cheese. This is a good one because this, or the shortcut keys on the keyboard for this one actually relate to. Yep, we'll do that one. We will pick that one. And our last one, let's do cereal. And I know that sounds really weird being a 2 difficult 2-point dish, but we will see in a moment. Okay, so new day, new menu, new opportunities. So let's go. There we go. So we want obviously dough and that. Yeah, that is a good one. That is nice. So we want some chicken strips. and probably also do some corn as well. And here we go. So cereal, milk and blueberries. So there's a multitude of cereal options. And you want caramel, where is that? That is there. Okay, so you just want that. That is fine. You want kiwi, which, yes, I should actually be looking at the colours as well, because there are 3 menu options there. So you just want chocolate crisps and milk. So yes, you have blue, pink and then green. So if you're unsure on where something is, you should be able to just look over like that. I actually noticed that. And 6, so R, S and U. 4, R, S, U. 5. And oh goodness, we want 1. Okay, A, dough thing, cheese. And give it to those. F4, we want B. Okay, and we are going to have a couple, so let's do that one and number 2. So we can send those ones out. And like that, so 3. Okay, that looks fine. RSU. 7 RSU. And we need 1 RSU and 2 RSU. Oh, goodness. Right. Okay, so what do we want? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are needing a load of this. So let's actually just get all of this done, because these are holding station essential. Cornflakes, which is R, because of course it is. Milk and bananas. Raspberry, R, nice easy one. Cinnamon, which is I, because it is. Chocolate crisps, milk, blueberries. 5, so we want cornflakes, milk and banana. 6, we want juicy O's, milk and banana, and that one you want strawberry, which is right there. Let's go. There we go. 7 orders out the door. Okay, so unfortunately we are needing to do all of these pretty much on their own. So 5, 6 and 7. Thankfully we don't have any situation where we have multiple options. And also, if you are hearing a little bit of a horn, that is because DC and 2 are 4 RSU, 7 RSU, 2 RSU, did that wrong, 5, 6, 7, okay, you could do that, 2, yep, 4, 3 RSU, okay, R, there we go, okay, clear out all of this, clear out all of it. And then we can do B. Yes, this is... People want a lot of stuff. Here, people want a lot of stuff. 7. Let's get some strips down. We still need some... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay, F4, A. Do all of you. So 2, 3, 2, 6... 5, 4, 1, got that just in time, 2, we need a lot more corn, 6, 7, 5, 1, no, we don't want to get rid of that one, we want some chicken strips, let's get that in, let's get that down, 4, RSU, 3 RSU, 7, that just serves itself. We need some more of that, that is popular. 4, we need some corn. Where is that? That is there. Let's do that and get things done. Oh goodness, okay. Phew. Okay, 5 and 6, and we are going to head off to the next area. And how many do we need? Thankfully not quite as many, so we can do, there we go, and 1. So we want malted wheats, milk and banana. Number 2 is juicy O's, milk and blueberries. And 3, again, malted wheat, milk and blueberries. Oh, so juicy ooze and milk. And 5 is Fiberblast, milk and strawberries. And this is cornflakes and milk. And number 7, so Puffo, which is you. Okay, let's do all of that. And 4 RSU, 7 RSU, and 2. So we want that, and F3 we want. So yes, I saw something about the horn. That is not, I'm not talking about a horn outside. I am talking about a horn that is actually a game sound. When you have some of these things which are basically God, okay, no, that was the wrong thing, I can't cancel that. F3A 4B. Okay, we just lost all of that. Gosh, okay, we just lost all of that. That's unfortunate. So yes, the horn that I'm trying to say is an in-game thing. RSU and RSU. It sounds in the game to let you know when a food's about to go rotten. So I was trying to say that, yes, if you hear that, then that is like supposed to alert people.
We know you're trying your best, but let's try a little harder next time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
A lot harder. We could try a lot harder.
So can't hear any game sounds yet. I'm trying to balance it because there are some areas on this where it can be a bit tricky to get the balance right. I've turned it up a bit now, so probably just let me know if it is drowning me out and I'll try and adjust it again a bit more. Johnny Peace, thank you for following. Hope you enjoy my streams and hope you enjoy hanging around to see what's happening. So the robot driver dialogue you can hear, but not necessarily game sounds. Okay, well, like I said, I have turned it up, so just let me know if it's been changed too much in the wrong direction. So unfortunately we can't go to this one quite yet because we need 5 bronze medals and we obviously only have 4. So what we need to do is go here, Fried Fantasy and Simply Solids 1. So these actually give you an indication of what kind of foods you're going to be able to pick from in there. So Fried Fantasy is obviously going to be all the fried stuff, and then Simply Solids are some of the easy items. So for this one we need 7 different foods. Let's just have a look. We have a couple of 2 and 3 and 1 4, difficulty 1. So let me just have a look and let's try. Okay, chat, let me know if there are any of these recipes that you're seeing that you would like me to try and attempt, and I will add them on. So please be nice. Please don't just decide that I need to do like all of these ones here, all of the high difficulty ones. But if you want to see something, then just let me know and I'll try and accommodate it as much as I can. So I think we'll go once again for poutine and the grilled corn. French toast and tandoori chicken. Yep, let's get those. Obviously because we add it, it removes it from the thing and things get moved around a little bit. So French toast, let's purchase that. Yep, add to today's menu. Ham slices, nice and easy. Well, let's see, where was the tandoori chicken? If I can find that again, that is down here. Let's take a bit of a practice on that one. So it's a holding station required. So chicken, red chili, salt, turmeric powder, yogurt, ginger, and then toss and mix. And okay, so this one is R, S, U, Y, G, and M. So a little bit tricky, but yep, you can serve it straight off. And let's have a look at the ham slices. And we can see how this is going. This is another one. So ham and seasoning, and that is a big chunk of ham. Oh goodness. That is a big chunk of ham. Does it say how many servings it does? It doesn't look like it. Okay, not until we've cooked it anyway. And yeah, I agree with you there, Lion Shark. It's like tandoori chicken is amazing, especially if you can get some stuff that from a really, really good Indian restaurant. I'm lucky enough that we actually have quite a good one, like a few doors down from where I live. Okay, so the ham does 18 servings. So actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to add both the ham. I'm going to take off the protein. And we are going to add the tandoori chicken with apologies to you, Lion Shark, and I just hope that we don't make you too hungry. So we can add that, and let's go for onigiri as our other option. And what else? So we could go for chicken fried meats, cookies, could go for pavlova, special donuts, mapo tofu, sausage and sauerkraut, fried seafood or fried chicken, but those are both at 3 difficulty, because obviously you can see from the pictures that there's like multiple different types, so you have to be a bit careful. Lion Shark, you know, a great Indian restaurant that was in danger of getting shut down. Community railed around them to save the restaurant. Yes, that's always good when you manage to have your local community help you out. Or it's not an Indian restaurant, but I visited a friend in Florida one time, and unfortunately a couple of years before we visited they had a huge fire which gutted the building, and then a couple of years after we visited they had another fire which not only damaged the building that they cooked in, but also damaged their souvenir shop and everything. So there were I think it was the second one, they were in a bit of a situation where it would just cost so much money because there was so much more damage done. But a bunch of local firefighters, I believe, came and helped out as well. So anyway, we'll go for special donuts. Basically because they're just going to be all fancy and different types. And then let's go for yeah, once again, I'm not 100% sure, so let's actually just try pavlova. So, of course, this is one recipe where I actually do know the background and history of it. So it's kind of half, right? It's obviously pavlova, Australia / New Zealand. Anyway, let's add that to today's menu. So we have 7 foods. We've managed to actually accidentally pick every single one as a 1 point. So let's begin the day and see how things will go. And let me just check the time on the streams. Okay, we've only been going for an hour and a half, including the disastrous beginning. But anyway, let's go. We'll be counted in and go straight for that tandoori chicken. So chicken, R, S, U, Y, G, and M. And let's go for the ham and seasonings. We need 11 of those, so those should be fine. So we want some corn, and we also want some French toast. So like that. And the pavlova, so we want the meringue, that's going to cook. Another pavlova, another meringue. And okay, apparently I did the chicken a bit too quickly. So we want donuts. There we go. And pavlova, so we want whip and fruit mix. Nice and simple, whip and fruit mix. I'm presuming people are not going to have anything IS, H and N. I presume people aren't going to have too much of a variance about that. The donuts, so donut, O and I, and very pretty. I love the donuts. So 6, so we want powdered sugar, maple syrup and butter. 7 RSU, 5 whip and fruit mix. Everything else RSU. 2 SMU, 3 SMU. Everything else 7 SM. Okay, so apparently we want quite a few. Okay, we've had that has an F3, so we want D French toast, and that puts us just in the nick of time. SMU to no, because I accidentally selected that one when we didn't need to. 4 RSU and 5 RS and U7. Okay, that seems to be doing fine. So we want some more corn down just to get that done. SM and U, 6 SM and U. That's done that. Okay, so we are just honestly waiting on the corn. There we go. And that is 3, 4 and 7. Okay, so departing. What do we need for the next one? So we need some tandoori chicken, RSU, YG, M, a meringue, donuts, which is O because D is dunk. So RISHN. There we go. I'm getting used to that one now. Meringue once again. 5 donuts, 1 whip and fruit mix. F4, so we want a bunch of French toast. 6 meringue again. 7 donuts. 2 donuts and ice. 4 whip mix. 5 OI. 6 WF. Oh, okay, there we go. Right, and that's got all of that done, and let's just quickly do that. So 1 is SMU, 2 RSU, oops, 5 R, SMU, 4 R, 7 OI, gosh no, 3, 1, okay, yes, a B ham and seasonings, 6, 7 R, okay, 2, where's the corn, corn is C, 2 SMU, 1 SMU, 4, that is overcooking, 7 RSU, and I apologize, I am aware there is a bunch of things going on in chat, but I can't do anything about it because I'm too focused on this. Okay, RSU, YGM, okay, 2, that did something, 6, some more French toast, 3, 4, 5 RSU, oh goodness, okay, we had some in stock there, some French toast, that's done. So yes, you can see how intense this can get. We've got a bunch of people wanting French toast. Okay, 3, 4 SMU, 5 SMU, 4, get that corn on there. 6, okay, we just unfortunately screwed on that one because that was way too burnt. 2, 3, F3A chicken, just try and GM that. 1, 4, 7, 4, 2, 3. I'm just shouting out numbers here. I'm honestly just shouting out numbers. Okay, that, and 7 French toast. Oh. And yeah, blue corn flour. Quite a lot of Indian restaurants have good vegetarian options because, like you said, some Hindus do abide by or vegetarian cuisine, and I think some Sikhs do as well. So anyway, we want ham and seasoning. So 1, you want your donuts. 2, we probably want some chicken. So RSU, YGM. Okay, I'm starting to remember that one as well. 3 for the meringue. 3, we want some more chicken. RSU, YGM. 4 and F4, so we'll do ourselves some French toast. So 1 OI, 2 WF, 3 WF, 5 meringue, 6 RISHN, and 7 meringue. Okay, 4 OI. You can get yours all served out. 5, I think I pulled that out of the oven too quickly. Yes, I did, because I was trying to get this one instead. And all of those. And 4, let's get some corn on. 7, whip and fruit mix. I can see one there. 5, 6, get that corn on. 7, get that corn on. Send out some of the orders. 4, RS and U. Okay, we've done that. Let's get some French toast going. Come on, one more. Okay, and we have the corn. 2 of those. We can send those out. We need some more chicken. So unfortunately, RSUYGM, that is going to be the last bit of it. And we want, let's see, 2, 5, and 7. There we go, that's that done. And the last bit of the tandoori chicken. There we go, day complete. For you. Okay. Right. All of that talking and panicking has given me a bit of a dry throat. So I will take a moment to get up, get a nice cold drink, and prepare myself for the next bit of this game. So yes, we got $138 from that. Probably not necessarily all of it from this one thing, but it has given us 7 crumb coins, and unfortunately we can see that we had 3 neutral orders and 3 bad orders. And Lion Shark says, a silver for that rough round is impressive. Yeah, admittedly it probably is. It's not very often that I actually tend to get the lowest medal for it, but let's just go through. So I'm trying to remember. Yes, there we go. Truck customization unlocked. So there we go, and let's have a look at that. So customized truck. So this is basically so essentially this is your truck as you see it when you go through and do your orders. So as of the moment it is looking pretty blank. So let's see what we can do. And I've already noticed a couple of things, seeing as it is June and Pride month. And also we can see here that some of these items are locked behind certain achievements and items. And also some things are 15 crumb coins, some require an upgrade option. So let's see where we can go back up. Let's get that and place that. Oh, I was going to say, it's like, okay, you're not liking me putting that there because it's not actually lined up properly. Let's do that one there and purchase that one there as well. And there we go. A pride flag and a trans pride flag. And also, I almost always tend to go for this as well. It's like the olden days, which is a tiny little screenshot from the very, very first game. And I think this one was actually new as well, because I don't remember seeing that when I was playing it beforehand. So let's have a look. Is there anything else that I necessarily want? I am going to come back and grab all of these miniature vans at some point. There's just obviously we are down to 10 crumb coins, so I want to reserve a little bit of money so that we can actually buy some new foods if we necessarily want them. And also Blue Cornflower, you say that the androids are quite cute. Well, you can buy a Cleaver plushie to decorate your food truck, and then also a little Whisk plushie as well, as well as a little model of a head chef, a sticky chef, and a couple of other posters and options. So yeah, you can decorate your things quite well. That is obviously the trinket section, so we can show all trinkets for sale and trinkets in inventory. So we actually do have a couple of items, so let's put that one up there as well. And let's see what else. Oh yes, that one, you'd want that one. because that is where we were just before. Sunday seal plushie, yes, that one is quite cute as well. And we have a Cook Serve Delicious food truck, so let's start putting these over there. And that looks good. So yes, I will go back to that little Sunday plushie. Okay, so it's not even going to let us select that to have a look. But yeah, so I will leave that, or I will leave us just on the Be Right Back screen for a few minutes while I, like I said, get up, stretch, get a bit of a cold drink. And yeah, it's probably recommended that people do that as well themselves. Make sure you keep hydrated and make sure you keep moving around at least a little bit so you're not cramped in one position for too long. So anyway, I will transition over onto the Be Right Back screen, and yeah, probably we'll be back in, let's say, 8:15, just to give me a bit of time. So whatever time zone that is basically 7 minutes from now. And yes, the wall scroll as well, indeed, Lion Shark. I probably won't be getting that, but I think it is one of the mascots for an ice cream stall. But yes, back in about 7 minutes. See you then. And I'll leave you also with the lovely background music of Cook Serve Delicious 3.
Things just ain't the same. Things just ain't the same. And things just ain't the same anymore in this town. Just ain't the same anymore in this town. It's dangerous to go alone, so you better find another skyscraping the ground. And we don't roll our windows down, 'cause things just ain't the same. And things just ain't the same. And things just ain't the same anymore in this town. Taking a ride downtown, taking a trip through the rubble, taking a look around. All I see is trouble. Making my way back home, making my way to cover. It's dangerous to go alone, so you better find another skyscraping the ground.
Okay, 1 minute early, but I don't think anyone's going to necessarily complain about that. And so yes, they are selling. Oh my goodness, you're not joking, are you? Are you Blue Cornflower? They're selling a 10-inch Cook So Delicious Sunday plush. Okay, I need to have a look at that. Like, please don't be too much money. So, that was introduced in the second game, I think. Oh goodness, yes, I can see it on the indie box. Sunday plush is available. Oh goodness, when was that posted? Okay, so that was actually from like back in 2019, so it looks like it was popular enough. Okay, yeah, that is the only Cook So Delicious item they have, but I'm gonna chuck it in the chat just in case people are interested in it. It is $30. I have absolutely no idea how much shipping would be for that. Let me just have a look. So obviously it's coming from the US and standard shipping. Okay, they do have international shipping. And okay, they do offer an option for prepaid VAT and duties. So thankfully. And okay, yes, so I very much dread how much the shipping on that will actually be. I will have a very brief look to see if I can do it without creating an account or anything. Okay. Okay, no, it just says shipping calculated at next step, so no, I can't see how much that would be to ship through. That is slight sad face, but anyway, so we have our truck starting to become a little bit personalized. We've got some old school Polaroids here from some of the good times, a couple of pride flags, Black Lives Matter, and obviously the Cook Serve Delicious food truck. So let's go back and do a bit more cooking. So, and we obviously got our 5th bronze medal, so we can now go to the world tour and see what we have here. So this is, we need 5 foods, no stats on the difficulty. So let's go for the pig's blood and pancakes. We need to purchase the pancakes, but that was always one of my favourite dishes back in Cook So Delicious 1 because it always just looks so nice. Let's go for onigiri, Salisbury steak, because this is one that I know, even though it is a 2-star rating, it is somewhat simpler. And let's go for sausages and a sauerkraut. There we go. Good thing we saved all of that money because we've just spent half of it. And let's begin the day.
A great day for cooking, Chef.
So, and here we go. We can see also our upgraded truck. Well, not upgraded, but so anyway, pig's blood, peanut and coriander. So that gives us 5. So we are going to need to do that. So pig's blood, peanut and coriander. Okay. So blood, peanut and coriander. Got that. Okay, so we want the sauerkraut, brown sugar and sausages. And then butter and Salisbury steak for that. And the pancakes. So let's get some of those set up. So sauerkraut, brown sugar and sausages. There we go, get another one of those done. Okay, and that all looks fine. So onigiri, the rice, imprint, stuffing, shape. And 2, so we want the Salisbury steak and mushroom gravy. So we can serve all of those items out. And we want 5, so pancake and blueberry, pancake and maple, get a couple of those, pancake and strawberry, and pancake and pecan, pancake maple, F1, so we want, oh goodness, okay, you want 3 pancakes, do another batch of those, and okay, we don't need any of that. Okay, so 1 pancake and maple. Get those done. Okay, so P and M, P and M, P and E, 5 P and L, 7 P and S. Oh goodness. Okay. P P C. Okay, that's done that enough. And then pancakes. Okay, okay, it doesn't look like we missed anything, even though it felt like I did. So, pancake and strawberry, because I was pretty sure I heard one of those. No, not, okay, A, B, P, and C, and A, B, P, and C. 1 butter and steak, 2 butter and steak, 3 sauerkraut, brown sugar and sausages. 4 again, sugar thing and butter and Salisbury steak, sauerkraut, sugar and sausages.
We're almost there.
So yeah, most of the difficulty for the Salisbury steak is honestly remembering that you need the butter and then the steak itself, and then making sure that you have the right gravy. But thankfully those are one of the things that 3, so we want 5, so steak and M gravy. So thankfully, that I was trying to say is that for the Salisbury steak, pancakes and strawberries, okay, we have got a free one up here, which is good. We can do a bunch of pancakes, pancake and strawberry, pig's blood can go, pancake and blueberry. Is that most of it is honestly remembering which type of gravy is going to be going onto things. Pecan, because the mushroom, the steak things, so pancake, strawberry. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop talking for a moment because I need to get through all of this, and I'm going to be distracted if I cannot do it accurately. Pancake blueberry, and let's go pancake maple, pancake pecan, pancake pecan, pancake strawberry, pancake maple. Do a couple of those. Go back here, do some more pancakes, get you to toss out that, even though it's going to just be your one thing. And more pancakes. selling more pancakes and Shrove Tuesday here. Okay, pancake strawberry, pancake maple, pancake and blueberry, pancake maple, pancake maple, 6 pancake and strawberry. Okay, and we need one more of that. 7 pancake and maple, pancake and pecan, pancake and maple, pancake and strawberry. Do a couple more of those. Pancake and maple. We need some more pancakes. Let's do that. 5 pecan, F2 A B P C. 5 pecan maple, pecan and blueberry. 1 pancake and blueberry. 7 pancake and maple. 2 pancake and blueberry, and 5 pancake and strawberry. Unfortunately, that was not the last stop. The last stop is coming up. And we want some of this as well. So sauerkraut, sugar and sausages, butter and steak. So that we are 1 mile away from our next stop. Butter and steak. And just keeping an eye on the quality of things and making sure that they're still going to be servable when we get to the next stop. They probably are, yes. RISHN. Do that. RISHN. 2 steak and mushroom gravy. 7 butter and steak. Get rid of all those. Steak and mushroom gravy. Pancakes and strawberries. Pancakes and pecans. Get rid of that. Steak and onion gravy. Pancake of maple. Anything else that we can immediately get rid of? Pancake and maple. 3 pancake and blueberry. 1 pancake and pecan. Get rid of you. Pancake and strawberry. Get some more pancakes on the grill. Get some even more pancakes on the grill. Get rid of those 2 things. 7 steak and standard gravy. Hey, flick you. And we want A, B, P, C. Let's just make sure we get that. Pancake and maple. Pancake and maple. Pancake. That's wrong. Pancake and blueberry. 5 pancake and pecan. 6 pancake and strawberry. 7 pancake and pecan. 1 pancake and strawberry. 2 pancake and maple. 4 pancake and blueberry. 1 more pancakes. More pig's blood. We could do that. I missed up on that and I accidentally hit it before the pancakes themselves were actually ready. But never mind, there we go. So 6 pancake and pecan and 7 pancake and strawberry. And the last one, number 1, is pancake and strawberry. So, are we good? Okay, so unfortunately we had 1 bad order there that I was aware of. And there may be a couple of neutral or average orders. Be you. Oh no, if I hadn't misclicked on that 1 pancake order, it would have been a perfect day. It would have been a gold medal. Oh well, what can we do? Anyway, he got $307 from that, which is 16 crumb coins. We got a level up to level 4, and we also got a $94 delicious bonus. So, oh goodness, okay. So we can't go here until we have 10 gold medals. Let's have a look, see what things look interesting. Yes, let's go here. So a 5-point menu, simply solid 1 and too much delicious. So we need 5 points here. And let's have a look to see what we have. And okay, so let's go. Yes, ham slices, fried shrimp. Have a look at the side orders. Onigiri, special donuts. And we need 1 more point. So what can we do on that? Not tres leches, cake, no way. We'll do a gelato, and then we can just add in chicken nuggets for a standard day. Line Shark asks, what's satay? Let me just have a look. So I think I saw that down here. Yep. So satay is from Indonesia. And it is basically chicken slathered in a peanut sauce. And is like quite nice, quite enjoyable. Unfortunately, I don't really... Well, I'm not really able to get it that much where I am in the UK, which is unfortunate. It is lovely, yes. So there we go. So ham slices, fried shrimp, chicken nuggets, onigiri, specialty donuts, and gelato. Let's begin our day. So you can also see that every day it does have a pretty good balance of holding station foods and small little side orders.
Let's have some fun today.
Okay, so let's get going. So we have 4 stops on this. So we want some ham and seasoning, and we also want some shrimp and 1 popcorn shrimp. That is always slightly annoying to me when you obviously have different shrimp. So we want 3 regular and 1 popcorn shrimp, because you have to remember and double check yourself and make sure you're actually selecting the right ones. Okay, so we are halfway. Let's have a look. So cookies and cream is C. Yeah. So for me at least, I think the gelato is one of the prettiest looking food items on the Cook Serve Delicious menu, at least for the ones that I've been going through. Okay, so 3 RISHN. I'm starting to remember that one as well. So the onigiri difficulty is more because you have a bunch of buttons to try and remember, and you have to do them in the correct order as well. Other than that, I don't actually think it's too difficult. So yes, I do tend to put that one down. And of course also because this is one where we have quite a few foods that are holding station and then can just be served out, we can just do a very quick sweep through when they're all ready and go to the next stop. So hoping that this means we should be able to do pretty well on this one. So yep, there we go. So next stop. So we need 9 ham slices, we've got that. So let's do some shrimp. And that is 2 regular, 2 popcorn shrimp, and we have some donuts. That requires that. RISHN. Something apparently looks like a Target return, cart return thing. Not quite sure which one that is, but I will nod, smile, and say yes, yes it does. Okay, donuts out and icing. 5, so we want the middle one for peach. 6, there. 3 donuts, get them out and ice them. Fry the donut. Get those served through, get those served through. And 4, we want to cook and ice those donuts, or chill and ice those donuts. So this is, that is completely wrong. And so yes, F2, we want to get rid of that, and we wanted chicken nuggets instead. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you, I'm aware of that. And we'll just obviously wait for the chicken nuggets to be ready and cooked. And F3, let's do some more shrimp. So we want 1 regular, 3 popcorn shrimp. It was a moment ago. So I will take your word on that. Okay, apparently we need some more chicken nuggets. So let's get that done. Yes, I do have this set up so it has the minimum amount of latency between obviously what I'm seeing as I play the game and what chat sees and chat responds. But yes, there are probably a few instances where you see something and then by the time obviously you've commented about it. Okay, so get rid of that. So we need, yes, ham and seasonings, RISHN. And we want some fried shrimp. So thankfully, even though this says it's got 4 different stops, generally it kind of tends to split it out a bit more evenly. Okay, so we can put all of your orders through. There we go. And 2 ice the donut. Then all those through, ice the donuts, and that stop is done. So we just need a bunch of chicken nuggets for the final stop. No, I didn't want that. C, nuggets, dunk, donuts. Loads and loads and loads of donuts. RISHN. And Lion Shark, if I remember correctly, you should really enjoy these donuts that you're seeing. So I recall that you like the ring ones, but you're not a big fan of the filled ones, if I recall correctly. So I might actually pause the next time we have some donuts that need to be iced and just quickly show you, because they're another one of the food items that it just looks so pretty. So there we go, some nice gorgeous looking donuts. 5 RISHN. Get those donuts out and ice those. RISHN. Okay, we actually had a couple of delicious orders there. That is good to see. And basically, what do we need here? We need some shrimp, so do all of that, and that should be the last item that we need. And that might be, we have 111 combo, so that might actually be we have gotten through with a gold medal on that day. So there we go. All of those through. Perfect stop complete. And there we go, we have a gold medal. So yeah, that is admittedly
I think that's a perfect run.
why I went for that one. Because I could vaguely tell from the descriptions of what food you actually had available in that it would be one that I could power through reasonably easily. Unfortunately, that only gave us $159, and we're only about 40% of the way through to the level 5 and our first upgrade. So I'm going to push through and get a bit more stuff. So did we have a section where we needed... hello Ollie. Yes, could you please not walk across my desk when I'm trying to stream? Eh? Thank you. Cat's always getting in the way when you don't necessarily want them to. And of course, he never really comes over to my desk unless I'm doing gaming or artwork. So we have a 3-point menu and summertime buffet. So as you can see here, we still have some of the items that we've had before, like the French toast, pancakes and muffins. But now we've got things added in like gumbo, pizza slice, spaghetti and stew. And despite me saying obviously that the descriptions on these are completely fabricated, but I do love the little bit at the end of the pizza description here. So it's basically like saying about accidentally creating the world's first modern pizza. Like, after tasting the creation, he immediately began selling them by the pie at an exorbitant cost. And it's like, his wife would later go on to perfect pizzas by removing the tomato juice with her own invention of tomato sauce, noting, "It's like my husband to discover something only halfway and be content with it." She then divorced him and began selling pizza by the slice, which some historians claim to be the world's first microtransaction. And I just love that little bit at the end. It's like pizza by the slice being the world's first microtransaction. Anyway, that is a 4 difficulty level and it is a holding station needed. So we want hand tossed with red sauce, cheese and pepperoni there. And we want hand tossed red sauce, cheese, ham and pineapple. So that is quite topical because I do have a poll on my Twitter about page which is basically asking people, pineapple on pizza, does it belong there? Does it not? So hand tossed, pesto, cheese and pepperoni once more. So what do people in the chat think? Does pineapple belong on pizza, or is it a heretical decision that should never have been made? Okay, ground beef. Okay, this is a bit too difficult for me to really concentrate on unless that is going to be our only holding station food, which unfortunately it doesn't look like it is. Instead, we'll go for pancakes, have a look at the side orders, and see... Okay, there's no 1 point side orders. That's slightly unfortunate, so we'll go with French toast and muffins. Yep, let's go for those. And then our sides, we will add crab legs, marshmallow squares, and let's go for boba tea. Yep. So Lion Shark says, pineapple should stay in Hawaii. Stay away from my New Haven pizza. Of course, you say that. Do you actually know? Do you actually know who invented the Hawaiian pizza? Oh yes, here we go. Here we go. Please be responsible and do not play cook serve delicious sui on an empty stomach, and stay fully hydrated between stops. If you start to feel dizzy while playing, take a pizza break. Well, for Hawaiian pizza, you could blame a Canadian. I can't quite remember what the history of it is, but basically a Canadian chef decided to put ham and pineapple together on a pizza, called it Hawaiian pizza because that was the name of the label on the pineapple, and that's where it's spread from in infamy. And yes, you will think I am a heretic because I love pineapple on pizza. But anyway, muffins. So we want a paper liner and a bunch of cranberry muffins. And pancakes. Let's get those done. And French toast. Let's get that done as well. So here we go. Boba tea, bobas, ice. And then we want regular milk and seal. You like pineapple pizza? Unfollowed. That's not fair. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where anyway, bobas, ice, pearl and seal. It's one of those things where obviously it doesn't belong on every single pizza, but I am of the opinion that pineapple and ham together do work quite nicely because you have the saltiness from the ham, sweetness from the pineapple obviously, and then it's elevated just a touch if you actually add something spicy to it, so your favourite chili peppers or something. So anyway, powdered sugar, maple syrup and butter. Okay, what else? Okay, that's P, M and U. 7 is pancake and maple, and okay, and 3 we want French toast. Come on. Okay, 4 pancake maple, 5 pancake blueberry, pancake maple, 4 pancake pecan. Okay, there we go, that's done. So 2 SMU, 3 SMU and 7 SMU. Yes, I do think pineapple belongs on pizza. It doesn't necessarily belong on every single pizza, but it has its place, and it is especially elevated when you have something spicy on it as well. So boba ice matcha, which I'm guessing is M, and seal. 2 whip crispy mix. 3 boba ice taro and seal. 4 boba ice coconut, which is O and seal. 5 2 is done. 6 whip crispy done. F4. Okay, so we want some French toast done there. So we whip crispy things. 1, so we want pancakes and blueberries. 3, we want pancakes and strawberries. 6, we want pancake and blueberry. 3, pancake maple. 1, SMU. 2, SMU. 1, pecan. 3, we want some pancakes. 6, SMU. That's done. Okay. F4, we could probably get rid of that and do some more pancakes. That is B. Okay, that's done there. Can get those French toast. So we want 2 of those. Pancake and maple. 7 wants to be pancake and blueberry. 3 pancake and maple. 4 pancake and maple. 5 pancake and maple. Okay, we got that just in time. Pecan. 7 French toast. 6 SMU. 4 some more French toast. 1 pancake blueberry. 5 pancake and blueberry. 6 pancake and pecan. 1 pancake and maple. 2. Okay, we've run out of pancakes. F1. Okay, let's get some French toast. 4. 7. Okay, that was close. 2 pancake and strawberry and French toast. Okay.
I love watching you work, Chef.
Alright. Okay, what do we need for the next one? So, paper liners and chocolate muffins. And the next one we want is some pancakes. 1 Whisk crispy boba ice fruit F. Okay, what? I have no idea what necessarily just a generic fruit. Boba could be. That's 6 and 7 SMU. 1 P and M. 2 and 5 SMU. 6 P and S. So yes, you can obviously hear me doing quite a few thoughts towards the paper lining and banana is A, about what the actual things are going to be. So we want Thai. Where is that? I swear I just saw it. That's H. And 2 crab legs, C and L. So yeah, there were quite a few little mnemonics going around for some of the Cook Serve Delicious meals, and one of them I distinctly remember is going through and doing lasagna before, which was pasta, sauce, cheese and Romano. Or if you are doing it in terms of the actual game, that was PSCR. So that got ingrained into quite a lot of people's minds, and I think at one point there may have actually been a t-shirt or something on it, or with it on, which if there wasn't, there seriously needs to be one. So 6 SMU, 7 pancake and pecan. So we want F3, B, set those pancakes up, SMU, 3 and 6 we want to send out. And we'll just do that. F1, so C, do some French toast.
On it, Chef.
Anything else that we need? Yes, we want some more French toast probably, just to keep that around. 2 pancake and blueberry, 4 pancake blueberry, 5 pancake and strawberry. Make sure we actually remember it. Pancake and pecan, 7 pancake and pecan. 2, let's just do those pancakes ourselves. SMU, 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 SMU. SM and U, 7 SM and U, 1 SM and U, 2 pancake and blueberry. Is that us done? That's us done with the gold medal. So Lion Shark, if I didn't live with a family that can't agree on something but the most simple dinners, I'd definitely try some Asian stuff like Indian food and boba.
That's incredible.
Yeah, or I know the feeling in terms of having different food preferences in a household, because that is me and my husband. As we think we might both be super tasters because we both absolutely despise like dark green leafy vegetables and bitter foods like coffee and such. But in my husband's instance, it generally tends to be that he is able to taste all of the like underlying flavors and he absolutely hates it, whereas me, I can kind of like get used to it or like it in spite of tasting all of those extra things. But thankfully there are a few cuisines that I've twisted his arm to try, and he does like some of the plainer, simpler, milder things. So we have a few options for different cuisines that we can go and have. But honestly, yeah, I think if I had to be stuck with like what I'd consider kind of more typical, like more Americanized foods, I really wouldn't know what I'd do. And yeah, as for boba, I've never actually had a proper boba tea myself because I don't like tea. But and I'm not quite sure I'd like the tapioca pearls either. But I did find a site in the UK that sells little like fruit pearls instead, and we tend to have those with like ice cream, maybe a few drinks and such. And yes, oh my gosh, I know. Well, I'm going to blow your mind. Not only do I not like tea, my husband doesn't like tea either. Hey, we've unlocked a new trinket to decorate with. Hey, that is probably because we got a gold medal on that one. So let's go for the freshest and bring your own barbecue. So standard. And we need just 6 foods, so we don't need any specific points. But we are getting into quite a few interesting ones here, including hot dogs, hamburgers, which those ones, or bean burger and ballpark burger, okay. And yes, those ones do earn their higher ratings simply because there are just so many combination options. So what can we go for? We could obviously go for something like a brisket slice, which is going to be similar to the ham, where it needs to be prepped ahead of time in a holding station. Could go for bouillabaisse. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that one. No, I want to get rid of that. Thank you. I thought that was one that we needed to actually buy, but doesn't look like it. Dosa, that one's actually quite interesting. Let's have a look at that one and see what it's like. So we want the dosa batter, and I think we will also do a holding station for that as well, just so we can see what it's like across the 2 serving options. So grab that. So we want dosa, coconut, and mutton. There we go. Okay, so dosa, chili and chicken. Okay, so that actually looks like one that I can reasonably do, so let's purchase that. That is going to be our 3-star dish for the day. And then go for ayam goreng. Yes, let's go for a ham slice as well, and the pig's blood, just to be simple. And then let's go for the onigiri and boba tea. So that is a 7-point menu, but these are ones that we've been testing out. Okay, so yep, there we go. So that is just telling us about stuff that I've already been looking at, which unfortunately I can't necessarily tell what we can do in game, but apparently we've got quite a while till the first stop, so we can see here. So holding station, these are all the ones that we can use and have ready in a holding station, with either whether they are necessary or optional, and then how many orders we're going to have at the next stop and how many we have available in our holding station. So let's not dally any longer. Let's get going. So we want that, and we are going to probably want some dosa as well. And oops, okay, I didn't quite mean to do that. I selected D. So boba ice, honeydew, H and S for seal. They are ISHN. So I did it. I got a grilled cheese, and instead of normal wheat bread, I'm having it on Portuguese bread. I lived the life. I'm presuming Portuguese bread is kind of a softer white. Anyway, boba ice, mango, which is A, and S. Steal that up. So we want a dosa, mint, coriander, and a Veda curry. And then we want dosa, mint curry again, and a Veda curry. Then F2, so we want a pig's blood. Send all of those out. So dosa, coconut, and potato. For dosa, tomato, and potato. 6 and 7, and 1 requires us to put some dosa down, and that is all of the ones that we are going to need for this stop. So there we go, dosa, tomato, and beef, which is B. 7 dosa coconut and butter. Dosa chili, which is H, and potato. So what do we need for the next one? Okay, let's get some dosas going then. Let's remove that one. And yes, do some more dosas because that is going to be more necessary. Okay, yep. Good to know that I was right on how a Portuguese roll was different. Okay, matcha and seal. RIS from some healthier bread. Okay, and then fruit and seal. 6 RIS, H and N. We're almost there. We have some pig's blood. 7. Okay. Okay, apparently we messed up on one of those orders. Unfortunately. So 5 dosa, tomato and potato. 7. F2, and we want... There we go. Okay, 4. We want to put that in. 3 dosa, chili and potato. 5. Get some fried chicken out. 1 dosa onion, that is N, and beef. Okay, 3, 2, 4, 5. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't quite ready. D. Get those down. 6. Nope, that wasn't the right one. Dosa tomato and beef. Dosa mint and batter. And 3B BCP. Okay, we can get that. Dosa chili and chicken. 4 dosa mint and beef. 1 dosa onion and beef. 6, get some dosa dough out. That's run out. That's expired. And okay, we can go along here. Okay, dosa coconut and mutton. There you go. Okay, so next stop we need just a few bits of pig's blood and some dosa, boba, ice, pearl and seal. 2. Okay, we can get that. I don't even need to say the buttons out loud anymore. But yes, it just takes a bit of time, a bit of training up to remember those. Okay, so those can all be sent off. So 5 dosa mint and mutton, dosa mint and potato, dosa chili and potato, and dosa chili and beef. So ham and seasoning, and B, and oh no, we don't want to delete what we've just done. And then we can do D. Yes, do some of that. Boba ice, Thai, which was H, and seal that. Boba ice, mango and seal. Yes, this still is one of the things that I have to look at. So almond and seal, just to make sure I'm getting the right options. Or I'll probably do this and mention it after we finish this next stop. But so boba ice, almond and seal. Okay, so there we go. 6. Okay, and that was another unfortunate order we messed up on. Okay, F4, SD 2, 3 and 7 need some batter. 6 dosa, onion and batter. Okay, we can get rid of that. And F3, let's do some more chicken, even though I think we are okay on that. 2 dosa chili and chicken, 3 dosa chili and potato, dosa tomato and mutton. Okay, all of those are good. And F4, let's do, there we go, some dosas on that. Those will just cook up. And I know arguably and technically it's a bit waste to do 4 servings when there's only 2 people, but you don't get penalised for any additional leftover stuff. So there we go, last one. Day complete. Okay, so just pause and take another drink because this can be exhausting.
We'll get there, Chef. That was a good attempt.
But we know you can do better.
Oh. So, one thing that was introduced in Cook Serve Delicious 2 was basically the option to have the same key used across different pages of the, like, well, for lack of a better word, the menu. So you saw a couple of things where it's like on the dosa, the mint chutney and then the mutton were using the same M key, but because they were on different tabs of the menu, they could use the same key. And also, I think it was in Cook Serve Delicious 2, because I don't remember it being in Cook Serve Delicious 1, but the key shortcuts started to get uniform across the board. So rather than some recipes that had chicken in it, say some would obviously have it as C for chicken, someone would have it as H for chicken, some would have it as K for chicken, simply because other ingredients would be using one of those letters. It now just seems to be K across the board. So once you actually remember that and get used to it a little bit, then yeah, you can remember it. So anyway, we've reached level 5. We had 3 neutral orders there, so that's slightly unfortunate. We got 176 Idaho potato skins, which gives us 9 crumb coins. And of course, reaching level 5, we can now upgrade our food truck. So we get parts every time we level up. So this means we have a good start with 5 parts. So let me just have a look. Okay, we've got 4 out of 10 gold coins for that one. We need 4 out of 12 for there. We almost have the 10 silver coins that we need to head over to the next area. But we are not going to be doing that. At least not for now. So let's go and upgrade our truck. So this is part of what I was talking about at the very beginning. Excuse me for taking a drink. So here we go. Your first option, you have no choice, is to add an extra prep station, which is the ones that are on the left hand side, where we basically have the 1 to 7 options to serve out customers. So this allows you to serve more customers faster, because we get a 14% increase in our capacity for serving people, so we can get through things faster. It deducts a point from your points required menus, and you can take in more special orders before your truck stops, but it can also make the game more difficult if you have too many prep stations on at once. And thankfully you can toggle prep stations on and off once purchased, so it's not like you have to stick by however many. I'm not sure if it goes up to 10 or 12, but even if you unlock all those upgrades, you don't need to keep them all. And Nine Shark says, have I ever written an opinion article or writing piece? Not, like, pretty much not since I was required to write, like, articles and scientific papers for university, no. Like, I do write generally fiction and the like, but not anything kind of journalistic non-fiction areas. Any particular reason you're asking, or are you just interested? Anyway, while we do that, we want to hold to upgrade that, and then our next option is to add an extra holding station. So this does not penalise us for having an extra one, so we can go ahead and grab that one. That does take 2 of our upgrades, and then we have an option to get a level 1 heat lamp, which means holding station food to stay fresher for 20% longer, or we can go and get another prep station. So obviously this is not a dead end option, but obviously you kind of don't unlock further options. But let's have a look. So if we went for that, then we could unlock another prep station, another holding station, and get a cooking time regulator, which means special orders now stay in a perfect cook phase for longer, which basically means that when you're prepping them and doing them in between stops, it takes longer for them to burn, so you don't have to worry quite so much about being quick on the draw. And then back down here, so add another prep station, special system analyzer. So special orders not yet made when arriving at a stop have 7 seconds of additional prep patience. Then level 2 gives out 14 seconds and level 3 gives you 21. Another holding station, and then go over to the left here, another prep station and a rejuvenator. So when leaving a stop, all foods in holding stations are given +1 freshness at level 1, +2 freshness and +1 servings at level 2, +3 freshness and +2 servings at level 3, and max freshness and +3 servings for level 4, but the servings will never go over the food's maximum amount. Extra prep station there, and aroma blower. So perfect combo needed for delicious servings, lowered from 80 to 70, then 70 to 60, 60 to 50, 50 to 40. Another prep station, a serving cloner, which adds +1 max serving for each level you have on your holding station foods. Extra holding station, and then finally, this is the interesting bit, food truck reinforcements. So Lion Shark says, I asked because I wrote one for journalism class and it was a bit rough. Kind of hard to put in the right amount of bias when you're used to no bias at all. Yes, I can imagine that. Yes, especially if it's potentially also something that you have kind of the opposite bias on, if that makes sense. Anyway, I am going to go for the first level of heat lamps as our final upgrade. So, and then we will toggle that extra prep station off, and we will just go for the extra holding station and 1 level of heat lamps. Let's just go back and see if we can get a couple more little trinkets for our truck. Okay, let's just keep going through. And so what do we want? What do we want? Actually, I think we will go for the Sunday plushie. Let's just put that there. And then I think some plants would be nice. Let's go for flower A. Let's just put that there. And yes. So there we go. That's a couple more items. So yeah, Lion Shark says, the teacher preaches bias avoidance at all costs, but the opinions complicate those rules. Yeah, it is a very tricky balancing act, but it's one of those things that obviously if you need to write an article that is of an opinion piece and you need to put arguments forward in place of it, then yeah, it's just something that you need to figure out and balance out yourself. Okay, so status, we want, let's have a look. So these are all the foods that we have available to us at the moment. Of course, as you've seen, not all of these are going to be available at every single stop. We've got quite a lot of 0 skill or 0 difficulty items, a couple of other ones, and then let's have a look at the not bought. So some of these are going to be what we need to buy for future episodes. So there we go. We can see that there are indeed quite a lot of options that we can still go for. So there's certainly lots and lots of variety ahead of us. Oh yes. So yes, Taiwanese shaved ice. This is what I was comparing the Gosh, where was it? Up here. I know I saw it. We scrolled past it. I just need to try and find it again. The Halo. So yes, the Halo and the shaved ice were what I was kind of comparing, because I know what this is. So you were definitely glad to have the teacher able to look at it and suggest a bunch of changes, because it helps you know where you went wrong. Usually you have a student as an editor, but you didn't have enough people for that this semester. Yeah, it's... Yes, when you're able to actually get advice from the teacher who's obviously set everything, and they know what they're specifically looking for, that is definitely a bonus. And yeah, being able to like receive feedback, get suggestions on changes, and having the mindset of obviously knowing where you went wrong and what you need to improve is a good attitude to have. Oh, like I said, I do a bit of like fiction writing and such, and there's always a little bit of me when I get like some advice and stuff on how to improve it. There's always still a tiny little bit of me kind of going, it's like, nope, it's perfect. You're wrong. There's nothing you could say. And traditional hot wings, are those buffalo style? Yes, it looks like it. Unbreaded chicken wings that are fried and then covered in hot sauce. So it's like staple in many American cuisine restaurants, consumed by the millions during large sporting events. And yeah, obviously a bit of the incorrect history. Were once considered the most dangerous non-poisonous foods on the planet. Experts suggested that when alcohol and a passion for one's team to claim victory are mixed in with a group setting with hot wings, the probability of someone starting a dangerous fight over the last wing, choking on a wing, or slipping and falling on the wing's dripping hot sauce are 99.9%, also known as almost completely expected. Because of this, the government's top food scientists created the boneless buffalo wing in 1974, a godsend for drunken sportsgoers everywhere. And yes, if we scroll back up, we do indeed have baked hot wings up there, and then I think... Okay, no, we don't have the boneless ones that I can see. And maybe it's under something a little bit different. And Lion Shark says, thank you, Buffalo, New York. Yes, indeed. But, yes, so we've got chicken fried meats as well. So I think that's obviously a couple of different options rather than just chicken fried steak, because obviously if it was chicken fried steak it'd probably just say that. Corn dogs as well, that has been in the game since the absolute beginning, so that was quite an easy dish to start with, because it was basically you had pre-prepared corn dogs, and then it was basically, do people want ketchup on it, do people want mustard on it, or do they want both? And dessert shooters, these are quite nice. I've had those in real life, and it's quite fun to have like 3 or 5 little mini desserts almost that you can have a look or taste them and see what you think of them. But yeah, so this was a unintentional Cook Serve Delicious 3 stream, but if people are interested in continuing on with this in the future, I could probably shift some things around and make some time in the schedule, which I think probably would be best on Wednesdays when I do the shorter 2-hour stream or so, because I don't think I have the energy to do this for 4 hours. And Lion Shark says, the area around Buffalo and Toronto must be an incredible place to live. The culture of New York and quick access to the heart of Canada, along with Tim Hortons on basically every block. Big fan of Tim Hortons, I presume, then. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I'd like to obviously visit Canada, and it's a bit of a debate between, do we want to go to Toronto where my husband's already been, and kind of do a bit of a flyby of New York City, which we've both been to, or do we go the opposite side and go over to Vancouver and maybe do a bit of Seattle, just in case we feel homesick and we want to see all of the gloomy rain that tends to just occupy Seattle skies almost all of the time. Sadly, Timmy's went out in 2011 in your state. You never got a chance to try it. Oh, that's always disappointing. Of course, given the rates that we seem to be getting various American chains like in the UK at the moment, I wouldn't actually be surprised if Tim Hortons decides to try their luck over here as well. Vancouver is basically Canada's California, but probably better and colder, and probably colder as well. But yeah, or recently we've had like some, or like kind of what I'd call test kitchens, where it's like they set up a like one singular location and see how they do, and then kind of move on afterwards. But we've had, within like the last 2-3 years, we've had Taco Bell startup shop actually outside of London, because I think there was one in London, but it's now expanded outside. We also had a pop-up Chick-fil-A, which almost practically got run out of town. That almost got run out of town, basically. And the newest one that I've seen mentioned around in the news is Wendy's, which was around in the late 90s but pulled out, and they seem to be trying their luck again. So yeah, Chick-fil-A, that was an interesting story, because they set up a little pop-up shop, and then because of their reputation from the USA, a fair few people decided that they didn't want Chick-fil-A to basically be there anymore, and kind of started protesting it. So the owners of the area where they had the pop-up shop basically went ahead and said, like, oh, Chick-fil-A signed a 6-month contract with us that will be ending in such and such, and they will be closing down. So not anything to do with obviously shutting them down early. I think they just either didn't renew the lease, or Chick-fil-A didn't think it was like that profitable to be here in the UK anyway, so they shut down, and that's as far as I remember them going. But yes, so like I said, if people are interested in some more Cook Serve Delicious 3, I'll be willing to slot it into the schedule. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to have to change that, because that screen is a little bit distracting for me. So we'll just come back to our truck, and hopefully if we come back to this next time, we'll be able to do a few more things to customize it. Maybe add a few more photos around, maybe some posters and other accessories. Oh yes. I'm just trying to think what the best way for, or to let me know if you are interested, would be. I think probably yes. Okay, I'll just, if I leave a message, if I leave a link to my Discord, then people can obviously come through if you are interested. There is a few different sections set up, so feel free to pop in and join. And I do tend to send out notifications to everyone in the Discord when I'm going live with a stream, so you'll be notified on that anyway. And I think that is going to be it for today, so feel free to pop into the Discord, say hello if you are interested, and let me know if you want to see more Cook Serve Delicious 3, and I will start signing off for today. The next stream will be on Friday, The Sims 2, back to that. And then hopefully on Saturday we'll be able to do a bit more of Stardew Valley, and it won't be as bad and crashy and broken as it was today. So I think I will say thank you very much to everyone who's been watching the stream. Thank you to Lion Shark, Blue Cornflower, and everyone else who's popped in and had a bit of a chat. Hope you have a good rest of the day wherever you are, and I will see you again next time. So thank you very much, and bye bye for now.